Collective, welcome to Manifestation Monday. Alright, welcome guys. I hope you had a great weekend. Let's start off your Monday right, or at least part of your Monday, and see what's going on with what you're manifesting here. So I was seeing, I'm talking to the people that you have the ability, male or female, okay, take this how it resonates. Only take it if it resonates, leave the rest if it doesn't. Whoever I'm talking about, you have the ability to shift the room, okay? Whenever you step into, like, shift the room, the energy, your aura is very strong when you walk in, okay? So wherever you go in, whether it's the grocery store, work, a restaurant, whatever, your family's house, your friend's house, or an outing somewhere, wherever you go where there's other people involved, you have the ability to shift the room, okay? And a lot of some people feel very drawn. Your intuition is also very strong, so it's almost like you can pick up on someone's energy. Like, you understand when someone notices you and why they notice you. Like, you can tell if somebody's intrigued, like they want to like pursue you in a courting way, or if someone's admiring what you're wearing, but it's because your presence like enters first. Your aura is very strong, so you draw people's eyes towards you, and you're very intuitive. It's like you lock energies with that person and you intuit their intention, okay? Now, you have some people here intrigued or a specific person, and we're gonna see where this is going here. So let's see. So I feel this reading is about like the types of people you're intriguing at the moment and your energy. You could have went through a shift recently. You also exude a sense of confidence and strength. But you also exude, even though sometimes some people may feel like you're intimidating, you can also have an energy to others that is very charming or inviting. So we're going to see what this energy is, what you're manifesting with this frequency that you're in. It feels high vibrational. It feels very balanced at this time. Yeah, and I saw this too before. You're a lover, not a fighter, but don't push your luck. So there's that confidence coming through. People don't know, like, if you're gonna like smile or like or say something like fuck off. That's what I'm getting. So it's all about the energy in which they approach you, okay? So if there's somebody like trying to throw shade at you and you intuit, like you do an energy scan on these people, and if somebody's trying to make you look bad in front of somebody, this could be a stranger, this could be someone you already know, or people you already know, like you already know. Your energy filters their energy out, and you know when people make you feel some type of way, okay? It's like, look, I came to you all nice and proper with good vibes, and you're over here giving me some stank ass energy for no fucking reason whatsoever, trying to make me look some type of way. Maybe they want to seem like they're better than you because they put themselves there, right? They put themselves in competition, because I don't feel like you're over here trying to compete with anybody. You're just being you, walking in like you do, okay? You're not singling people out, be like, oh, I see that person as competition, so I'm gonna act like this so that people could see me. Look at me, look at me. No, it's not like that. That's what other people are doing towards you. The ones that they see you and your energy rubs them the wrong way. Okay? Those people. But there's other people that find you very intriguing, but it's your energy speaks. You don't even have to say a word. But of course, if this is a stranger, maybe they go up to you and you have a conversation, and then it's like, wow. I feel like for some of you, some people may, the ones that find you intimidating, that's, that's their perception. Some of these people that actually work up the courage to talk to you, they find out that you're really down to earth or easy to talk to and get along with. And you might have even heard, I didn't think you were going to be this way. You're actually pretty down to earth, easy to talk to. I saw you as somebody intimidating, I didn't know if you were going to like I said before, fuck off or, you know. And some people just they don't have the courage to come up to you. Okay? Especially with this card coming through. All right? Um but like let's say somebody already gave you like a bad vibe. So you could have like this face because you're analyzing this person's bad vibe. Like, why would they come up to me like this? And then somebody may be looking at you. This is like when you're out in public and you're over here analyzing something completely different, but the other person is perceiving something else like, oh, I'm not going to go up to them. They look like they tell me to fuck off. But it's because you just went through something. Yeah, for some of these people, you are the unexpected. And again, like some people feel like you may beat them up or something, but when they talk to you, it's like the unexpected. Some people also feel drawn to you and it's unexpected. It's like, wow, I didn't think that I would be um this drawn to the collective. Like, and they may even tell themselves, talk to themselves like, wow, why am I so drawn to this person? What is it about this person? So you may find them asking other people questions or asking you questions when they approach you, trying to find maybe a subtle way to inch towards you, to speak to you, or trying to gain more information on you. All right. Naturally protective. You could be someone that is naturally protective also. Also, when people really unexpectedly fall for you, they may naturally feel this urge to protect you. Um, like, let's say you meet a stranger and you guys are having a good conversation, and this person feels by this time like, okay, I can trust this person. This person's easy to talk to. And then somebody comes up trying to disrespect you. This person already got your back. Okay? Like, now this person's like, how dare you step to this nice person that I've been talking to and disrespect. So even if they don't say all that, they're already looking at this person up and down. So you also like inspire this natural sense of protection within other people. And that may even take them back a little bit. Like, wow, I'm already feeling like, a sense of needing to protect, or like, this is unexpected. Like, you're just, everything about you is unexpected. There could be someone here in specific that feels like you're just so unexpected. Yep. And this is why. It's otherworldly magnetism. So you could be someone in the earth, not of it, otherworldly. Like, obviously, yes, you're having a human experience, but your soul, your spirit, what's within you, what you're made up of, is very different. So your energy, your vibration, your frequency is very unique and very different, but also magnetic. You have that sense of magnetism. You have evolved to a point where your frequency is magnetic. So you now exude the aura of magnetism. Okay, you could also exude a bit of seduction energy. All right, you mix that with boldness that I feel here, with a lover, not a fire, but don't push your luck, and confidence, and that's very magnetic, very intriguing. Okay, and you could also have that sense of being someone that is naturally protective. So I feel here that whoever's intrigued here feels naturally a sense to protect you. Like this would be someone that has your back, and it's like so unexpected for this person. Whether this is a family member, a friend, a new friend that you met, someone you bumped into, or someone that has like a love interest towards you. Wow, look at this. Royal vibes and otherworldly magnetism. So your soul, your spirit, comes from some form of royalty. That has to do with some sort of bloodline that does not come from here. Okay? It does not come from here. You could be a hybrid even of something and something else. Okay? So your energy, very, very unique. So we're not talking about skin. We're talking about your spirit. And wherever you come from, you have a royalty, like a royal spirit. I don't know what kind of bloodline this is, but this feels like it's hybrid. Okay, wherever you or your soul, your consciousness originates from, it could be through many lifetimes. It just feels like it's not with your royalty did not begin on earth. It comes from somewhere else. Okay? So you have a very rare soul when it comes to being here in this planet. So you reincarnated here possibly for a purpose is what I'm getting here. So I can already see what your life has been as far as you being very misunderstood and outcasted, because someone with this type of soul is not your normal Joe Schmo, Jane Smith, and you're not going to blend in. Even if you tried when you were younger, you didn't understand your power, or it's been, till just a few years, a few months ago where you're finally understanding your power, whatever this is. But I do feel like I'm speaking to someone that has really come to their own, and you're continuing to grow and know more about yourself and your lineage. So, wow. Okay. So you are the unexpected. You have someone here that feels, even if they don't understand why, but they feel a sense of responsibility and protection towards you. This could be someone that you're going to meet or someone that you have met already. Okay, what's behind that? Yeah, look at this. Fighting inner demons, the perfect storm, chaos and order, and regret. So with a lover, not a fire, but don't push your luck. When you come across people that are fighting inner demons here and treat you some type of way because they have unhealed traumas and things that are going on within themselves that they may not understand, you come in, this is your purpose, you come in like the storm, but it's to restore order. So you are a mirror. That's another card that I saw before hitting record. Mirroring. So you are a mirror. So you trigger certain people, but it's so they self-reflect. So and those are the people that, they may meet you and try to make you look some type of way, or like try to present themselves like they're better than you, and it's because you're rubbing their demons the wrong way. And you are a mirror, and you create disorder for order to come about. So you cause transformation in other people, and whoever goes up against you they always end up in regret, because I feel like the karma that they get, exactly, because you have a strong connection to the spirit realm, the karma that they receive is pretty bad. When they finally like understand like somewhat who you are, as far as like, oh wow, they went off on their own, or they every time I see them they seem to be doing better and better. And it's almost like they go back after meeting you and they sit silently with themselves, and you created some sort of impact in their life, whether they liked it or not. And then they sit back and they feel bad for making you look some type of way. They end up regretting it because they realize, like, what am I hating on this person for? But it's because you're meant to trigger. You're a catalyst here. You're meant to trigger people into some sort of self-reflection so that they can heal on their own themselves. But for some people, it doesn't register like that, and they may hold a grudge forever, or they may feel some type of way forever because of your energy. And some people actually self-reflect and do the healing. Now, with otherworldly being here, otherworldly magnetism, and you having a strong connection to the spirit realm, and you coming from royalty, that may be from something that we don't know where, okay? Maybe you don't even know where. When it comes to outside of the world, it's given hybrid. I can't. There's something about you could have alien DNA energy, like, or at some point when you reincarnated somewhere. I don't know. I just feel like you come from somewhere that humanity may not even know about. Like that's what I'm getting. And we're all kind of mixed with some form of alien, okay? Because we reincarnate and we think that the earth is it, that we just reincarnate on earth and that's it. No, many things have happened through centuries, decades, past, in the past, and whatever happened, outside of the earth, when you were just consciousness. Everything is consciousness, right? Everything you see here, your body, everything is a physical manifestation of consciousness, right? The ability to manifest itself or yourself as tangible, and that's consciousness. But that's why, like, there's parallel universes, multi-dimensions. You are tangible, right? A physical manifestation upon this dimension, but in other dimensions, you're just consciousness. Okay? That's why a strong connection to the spirit realm. In the spirit, you're being guided and protected. You cannot physically see your guides because they chose not to be in physical form within this realm. But they can be physical within a realm that you are not physical in. So it goes both ways. So to you, they may be like ghostly or spirits, and they see you, but obviously they have other abilities that we're not in touch with in this three-dimensional space. But like other realms, like, we only have the ability to really see here, unless you've been doing some really heavy, deep work. And some people do have the ability to see other people that are not physical here. But you may be seeing people in your dream state. Like, when you have dreams of people you've never met here, they may be people that are still here consciously, but they are not manifested in a physical form. But you met them in the dream state. You saw them. You interacted with them. Because they're in a whole nother parallel universe. Okay? I hope that makes sense. But anyway. Yeah. It can rain every day. So I see that you guys have been through some things, like I said. You're this type of person with this type of energy. People feel something different about you. And, when people are not healed, they have traumas, or they're in a very negative pessimistic, low vibrational mindset with self-limiting beliefs, they pick on people that are different, because those type of people like to fit into certain groups. So they blend in and they create this whole facade of who they are to fit in with, you know, with the in group at whatever time in their life that is for them, what they see as the in group, and then they go against those who aren't like them. Those are people that are lost and not living in their authenticity. Okay? And I feel like you guys went through a lot. Wherever you come from, it's somewhere where it's you are of pure heart and intention. Okay? With royal vibes, otherworldly magnetism. So wherever you come from is a very high vibrational place where people have pure hearts and intention. It could be even like just a different parallel universe. Wherever that is, that does not coincide with this lifetime. Okay? I'm getting that you are a time traveler. Consciously a time traveler. Okay? You also may have dreams of you in a future place, or dreams of like past life. Okay? And then we have spiritual warrior. So whatever you went through, it kind of helped you honed into your own skills. Now, we have spiritual warriors, right? With fighting inner demons. Some of you went through the storm here. With you have your nemesis that tried to get you off your course, your path, your strength. Strong connection to the spirit realm with spiritual warrior. So you learned how to defend yourself, not just within this physical space, because remember, you're a lover, not a fighter, but don't push your luck, right? That's here in the 3D. And in the spirit, you are a spiritual warrior. You became that. You're still pure of heart and intention, but you're still a badass at the same time. And this is where your confidence comes from, because people don't understand the spiritual battles that you went through. So what could have distilled fear when you were in a dark place in time at some point in your journey, you mustered up some form of courage when you were going through the perfect storm. You understood how to be one with the storm. And whatever chaos you went through, you restored that order with spiritual warrior here. So when the demons started coming for you, or whatever your nemesis, this could be that follow you through lifetimes from different realms, you became that spiritual warrior and kicked some fucking spiritual ass. You became a baddie. And I feel like this is something that happens every time you manifest yourself within a reality, because you have otherworldly magnetism. So you have nemesis, and these nemesis can also manifest themselves within people that are in a very low vibration. And that's why certain people have this regret. They end up regretting and self-reflecting, like, why did I even hate on that person? They're not realizing that sometimes they're being manipulated by forces that they may not see. But it's because they can be manipulated if they're in a low vibrational energy. If they're toxic, if they have no self-love, no self-worth, and they're always projecting their mishaps, or, you know, their ability to, or not the ability to, but whatever they haven't done for themselves and see someone else doing for themselves, they project. So they want to make you look like the bad person. And then they see themselves in competition with you, even though you're not in competition with them. But they don't understand that they're a host for these entities. Because these entities, I feel, are after you. So it's like you have a double purpose, And you had to learn to defend yourself. Now, we're born into this lifetime with amnesia, so it might have took you some time, after, absolutely, to be in this particular power right now. And I feel like this is not new to you when it comes to different lifetimes. Like, every time you try to manifest yourself within a reality, you have these entities that come after you, and then you have to, like, put some respect on your name for yourself. And when you come back into your power, then you start fighting these entities in the spirit realm. Some of you may have had dreams of fighting entities, demons. Okay, that's a telltale sign of you being a spirit warrior and fighting these demons in whatever realm they seem to be in. But they definitely do manifest themselves within other people. That's why I feel like you guys have been through a lot, and from a young age, and you never understood why these people act this way, but they end up regretting it. Okay, because it's like, I mean, this person is scratching their head. It's like they themselves didn't understand, like, and not everybody, because some people understood why they went there, but I feel like some people didn't understand why they felt such a weird energy from themselves when it came to you. Because when they sit down and regret like this and they see you, you obviously are not a bad person. You're of pure heart and intention. But you are courageous and resilient and very confident at the same time. You were never here to destroy anyone else. You were here to, like, you're here for a purpose, yes, like I mentioned already. You're a mirror. Okay? Just by being you. And, you know, some people, they just naturally get agitated when they're not in that space of healing, when they're not in that space of being pure of heart and intention. Especially people that are not compassionate, they don't love unconditionally, they have no self-love, no self-worth, you know. And you add entities on top of that, you know, you're going to get a really bad mix of people trying to come after you, and not even understanding on a spiritual level what it all means. Okay? Some people acted out because they feared rejection. We talked about that. It's like, okay, I'm intrigued. You're the unexpected. What do I do with this? This person may reject me. You see how powerful your energy is coming across, right? So you trigger some people. Some people want to talk to you. They just don't know how. They fear, like, okay, this person's going to reject me. Some people, they feel naturally protective over you. And I feel like it's because, yeah, you're someone that stands your ground. And when somebody walks up to you, you're like, you have this look, like, unsure of someone or something. Like, okay, what are you coming up to me for? So I feel there's a sense of, like, whoever these people are trying to come up to you, like, oh, no, man. This is somebody that stands their ground. This is somebody that, you know, they see me. You may have that look in your eyes where it's like X-ray vision or like a human lie detector energy. Okay? But you're just analyzing because you've been through a lot. So you want to make sure whoever comes up to you, you know, comes to you correct. And if they don't, well, you already know. Okay? So there is something about your energy, especially with these cards. A lover, not a fighter, but don't push your luck. Looking at people like you're unsure of them or their intentions, and then standing your ground. Okay, that's a very strong demeanor energy. But again, it's because you've been through a lot. In the physical and in the spirit. Alright? And you have self-control, though. You're not here trying to wild out and get pissy on anybody. You have a lot of self-control. You're just you analyze people. You their energy filters through like your energetic sphere. That's how you filter these people's aura. I don't know if you understand the heart space, but the heart space has a huge auric field. So when you're in a room full of people, your heart's auric field is mixing with other people's auric field. So when somebody comes close enough to you where it can differentiate from other heart spaces around you, your heart starts to kind of filter, this auric sphere starts to filter this person's energy. So you can probably pick up on their nervousness, their anxiety, their intention, their mood, their state of mind. That's what I'm getting here. I mean, I know I'm saying a lot, but there's a lot to be said here. Okay, where's that first card? Okay, yeah. And there you go. You help people break through self-limiting conscious patterns. That is also your purpose. So when somebody steps to you, you cross a few words or whatever, you may have some pretty, you may tap into some pretty hardcore, deep subjects sometimes. Okay? Some people may watch from afar. They may watch the way you move through life, the things you say or post. And it's like after meeting you, you help people break through these self-limiting conscious patterns. Right? And what that does, it gives you the ability to tap into a higher frequency and a higher, broader perspective. Right? Because when we have conscious limiting patterns, it's limited by just the extension of the knowledge we have or the self-limiting beliefs that keep us there. But there is more to understand, right? There is soul evolution and growth and expanding the consciousness. And I feel like that is part of your purpose. It's like, whoa, I never saw it this way. I never knew that I was limiting myself because of what I was taught or thinking or, perceived for this long in this way. So it's like somehow meeting you expands the consciousness into seeing something bigger. Okay? Understanding something broader, which opens the third eye. When you open the third eye, okay, which is what's going on here as well, then people start to understand. And some people, you may be even awakening some people here that are in regret. And now they see themselves as the past person and the wrongs that they did towards you. 33 now. It was 33:30. So there may be some people here that you're encountering, you awaken them at some point in their journey, no matter how long or how short you knew them. Okay? And they regret doing certain things towards you, or maybe they just treated you a certain way one time or a few times, or said something that was unnecessary. I almost feel like some people are like, damn, why did I say that? Or why was, it's like they're seeing themselves now like, damn, like I was so wrong for that. I'm sure, maybe there's things that you regret saying before you were awakened. Maybe you were saying something you didn't realize was offensive. And when you awakened, you're like, damn, I shouldn't have, I remember saying this. And now I see that if I were that person, I would have took offense to that. But maybe you weren't seeing it in an offensive manner at the time, but it came across that way to other people. But now you're like seeing things like the shoe on the other foot energy. we all go through that in a, maybe not in such a big scale as some people went up against you. It might have been a very innocent thing that you did or said, but didn't realize the impact it could have had on someone. Okay? It happens. Sometimes we're unaware of our own, projections, or just the way we say something. Okay. Whew. Let's see what else is going on here, because that was a lot. But you feel. So let's get some of these. And again, you know how tarot and these cards are. Take this message for whoever resonates. We're going to get a row from this deck, Intuitive Kev's KIPPER-ISH Oracle deck. And, there may be some energies that shift around, some people here that pop out that I can get a bigger read on, or, their intentions towards you. And there's also, someone or people in regret here, so we may get a little bit of that. Someone that feels like coming up to you, maybe they'll be rejected, they don't know. They're feeling a little intimidated. And then we have the person here that feels naturally protective and responsible. Like, you make somebody want to be responsible and protective when it comes to you. There's somebody here that if they disrespect you, they'd have your back. I don't know if you've met this person yet. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. And I feel like you've had to be strong on your own for a long time. So you're not used to someone having your back like this. It could be a friend or someone with a love interest. Yeah, rising star. Okay, so people see you as someone that has been rising. You're shining. Okay, they may see you as somebody that should be a star. Alright, you're a lover, not a fighter, but don't push your luck. 77. Okay, 77. You're definitely in touch with your spirit team. The unexpected endings. Okay, some people didn't expect you to block them with this tree trunk right in the middle. They didn't expect that, knowing you would come to an end. Alright, these could be people that, didn't treat you so nice, or did something that didn't sit right with you. 91. 9 and 1 is 10. Okay. So endings bring new beginnings with 9 and 1. 9 is closing out something, and a new beginning follows with number 1. Emotional pain. Yeah, I feel like if anybody causes you emotional pain, somebody here is protecting you. This could also be in the spirit realm. Absolutely. You could have a spiritual assassin here. And the other side, like, bitch, what you want with my collective? Because you best believe, with this otherworldly magnetism, royalty, and connected to the spirit realm, and you being a spiritual warrior, you had to be, you have protection. And it ain't light protection. It's heavy protection. Okay? But I also feel like in the physical, if somebody caused you emotional pain, or anyone caused you emotional pain, you may have one person in your energy that you already know of that is the person you can count on, that protects you at all costs. Okay, 32 could be significant. September 1st could be significant here. March 2nd. And July 7th. This is adding up to 5. Okay. And courthouse, 23. Again, inverted. 32 and 23. 32, 23 could be significant. 5, 5. You cause a lot of change here. We have 10 twice. So something about judgment as well. We're going to clarify what this courthouse thing is. But this could be spiritual court. Yeah. And we are talking about Manifestation Monday. So you are manifesting. You're in manifestation mode. Your consciousness, whatever it is that you're configuring or wanting to manifest, it's like building the blocks. I feel like you are, wow, that's deep. That's deep. But I guess within this realm, in human form, you are configuring, you are creating and manifesting your reality. Now that you're getting it, you're mastering yourself here. You're mastering the art of manifestation through your high level consciousness in connection to your frequency, your energy, and vibration. Okay? September 5th could be significant. Number 14. And again, 555, significant here. I want to know what this courthouse thing with otherworldly magnetism is. Yeah, there you go. I can't make this up. Through your frequency, your high level consciousness with ascending, your energy and vibration, you are configuring a whole new reality within this third dimension. So I don't know what you're bringing into reality, but it's going to be high vibrational. It's going to fit who you are. See, you've lived in other people's reality for a long time because you didn't understand your power, because you're born into amnesia here. Now you are manifesting your reality and how you want that shit to look. And now you're deciding who stays in that reality and who does not. This is good. And if anybody tries to penetrate that bubble, you will chop it out. Okay? Now, what I was saying, this is deep, is because I feel like your consciousness creates, obviously your consciousness creates your reality. What you tell yourself, what you believe, manifests your reality. So when you have limiting beliefs, your reality is conformed to that belief system. So if when people don't want to see outside of that reality that they've created for themselves, which is perfectly fine for them, that's what they want to experience this lifetime, then they stay within that limited mindset and that conformity. But for you, you wanted to expand your consciousness, break free from self-limiting beliefs, and create something that sits and fits you. You're an otherworldly being, so your reality is going to look very different. The way you manifest is going to look very different to the outside world. What you believe in, how you live your life, is going to look very different because you are just different. Okay? So how you create things looks very different because you're ascending. Your consciousness, Christ consciousness energy. You live in a high vibration because you chose to. The people that are still in a limited mindset with their self-limiting beliefs, which is fine, in their own reality that they have conformed to, they're not going to understand your level of manifestation. They may demonize it and call it witchcraft because they don't have the expanded consciousness to grasp this reality that you're creating for yourself. So to them, it's going to look like whatever they tell themselves it is in their, their level of perspective and knowledge. To you, it's connected to something otherworldly, okay? Which they will never understand. Oh my God, the information. Oh, okay. Divine Feminine. So this is Isis energy. Okay, you may be connected to Isis. Okay? The ultimate divine feminine, which is, there are no self-limiting beliefs there. 4444 on the clock. Yeah, exactly. You are connected to something outside of this reality. Okay? It goes beyond the 33. It's 44. For whoever gets it, gets it. And there's the nice guy. 61 adding up to 7. That is being guided towards you. I feel like this is the person that's going to feel naturally protective, and feel a sense of responsibility when it comes to you. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. The sense of responsibility. Okay? Yeah. See, this person may be somebody that is matching your energy and in their north node, unbothered. All right? So they're in a balanced energy, and they're looking at the divine feminine. And you are, what are you doing here? Ascending and manifesting. So you are manifesting someone here that is in the frequency and the energy and vibration that you exude. That's what you're creating in this new simulation, let's say. Okay? Yeah. And they're following their intuition. And then we have somebody here. Oh God. Then you have the low vibrational energy. Remember, we had somebody in regret with expectation, lust, conflict, and message. So this may be somebody that you're not even messaging back. They're like, okay, she's going to send me back a message, or he's going to send me back a message anytime now, any day now. And they were all lusty here waiting to put it on you. And now they're pissed off because they keep looking at their phone. And they're like, this bitch hasn't called me back. This motherfucker hasn't called me back. Yeah, because you transitioned out of their reality. That was the ending here. And they didn't expect it. So there you go. So it was rest in peace in that reality for you. You no longer live there. So you have shifted your timeline into a higher timeline, while this person is still in this self-limiting bubble in their south node, wondering where the hell you were. When rest in peace is here, the death card, you transitioned, you transformed. There's no going back to that reality. It no longer exists for you. But this person can't let it go because consciously they're still hanging on to it. This is like North Node, South Node, two different timelines. So they can't reach you. Okay? Yeah, you're in opposition with this person, and they are dealing with their inner demons, entity attachments. And that was the person, your nemesis, that some entity tried to embody this person to go up against you. So whoever these demons use that have been following you, that you're fighting in the spirit realm, you know, as a warrior, not because they're attached to you. You're like, you ain't getting attached to me. They're trying to attach themselves to these people that want to create conflict and endings for you, because you have a very high purpose here. These entities don't want to see higher consciousness, people breaking out of self-limiting beliefs and hone into their power while they tap into Christ consciousness. They don't want to see that. They want to see these people conform to their little limited bubble and self-limiting beliefs. That's what they want to see, because then they're easily manipulated. They want to see these people toxic, depressed, no self-love, no self-worth, going against themselves every time, so that they can't see the reality you live in for themselves. Of course. Single, sexy, and successful. Okay? And somebody here is just concerned. Pressed for time. Thinking. Why? Because I feel like they know you're in the money. You're in the energy of abundance. And what energy are you in here? Manifestation and ascension. You are creating your reality, and it's very prosperous and abundant. Why? Because you're exuding that energy. You don't have lack mentality. You don't have self-limiting beliefs. You are gifted. And it's pouring on you. Whether you're experiencing that yet or not, you are in the energy of creation. So you're very tapped into the Most High, because creation, being a creative person, a co-creator, comes from the Most High. That's what He is, right? You are God manifested within everything, because God is manifested within you. So you are the physical manifestation of God. Everything is. Everyone is. But you're also the vehicle of where your life goes. Right? You're guiding your life by your own consciousness. So if you're letting the three-dimensional world program your consciousness, which sometimes this happens subconsciously, and that's why it's so hard to manifest, because we're still in limited mindset, lack mentality. You know, it's kind of hard to let God take the wheel when we let our programmed mind be the driving force of our lives. You let go of the wheel, you tapped into God, and God is driving now. You let go of control. Very different lifestyle than someone that is conforming to programming. Okay? Very different. I'm obviously being led to really speak on this for a reason. So if it's too extensive for a lot of you, I'm sorry, but for some people here, I had to break it down like this. Okay? That's where I didn't think I was going to get this deep, but here I am. Okay? So for those of you who are still here, thank you. And we're going to clear up what this courthouse thing is. But first, let's see what the energy is as far as planetary or astrologically. Or, you know, zodiacal. Okay. South Node. Instincts, habits, past life patterns. This is what you have overcome. Okay, so you've overcome these past life karmic patterns is what I'm seeing here. That's what you have cleared, and that's where other people around you that are in regret are at. Okay? And the 10th house. Woohoo! There you go. Popularity, public image, career, and achievements. That's the rising star energy. This is you in your North Node. Absolutely. The 10th house shines on you. So you're gaining in popularity. People are seeing you now. You know, they see the strides you've made in your life. You're in the energy of achieving great things because you are in your North Node now. Beautiful. Success. So people are starting to see that you must be doing something right if you're succeeding. Bottom of the deck, we have Pluto, Scorpio energy, rebirth, elimination, and transformation. So this is a time where you're also going to go through a little more transformation, okay? Ascending even more as you come into this new reality and newfound sense of self. And you're going to be eliminating things, or things will be eliminated for you through the natural course and process of life. And transformation is also taking place within this energy of ascension and manifestation. Okay? Pluto is a very distant planet. It does have a heart shape on it. And it's been a controversial planet because it went from a planet to not being a planet, and now it is a planet, recognized as a planet yet again. And yes, it is cold, dark, and distant. That's that Scorpio energy. Okay? But it's very, it has to be cold, dark, and distant because it's the energy of transformation. So you could have strong Scorpio in your chart somewhere. Could be in the 10th house for some of you. But, or your north node or south node. But that's the energy. It's the energy of withdrawal, to transform, to change. And it's like people don't see this aspect, right? It's at a distance. It's in the darkness. So when you come out, it's almost like, whoa, what happened here? Who the fuck is this? Like, what happened? What? And some people, 55 on the clock. Exactly, change and transformation. And some people may feel like this must be fake because they didn't see what you were internally going through. Okay? You can't see it with the eye. Okay, even if you stopped and spoke to a few people here and there, high and by, or short conversations, you weren't talking about your internal change. It's just something that was happening. Okay? But it has you in the energy of success and celebrations here. There's going to be some celebrations coming for you. Let's see what else here. It's a very extensive reading, but meant to be for somebody out there, for a group of you, I feel. So Scorpio season could be very significant. Also, the 13th zodiacals. Okay, so humans fuck with time. They fuck with calendar, they fuck with time. The calendar year is supposed to start in April, not January. Okay? And there's supposed to be a 13th sign. I believe it was supposed to be between Scorpio and Sagittarius. I'm not sure. It was something like that. Or was it after Sagittarius? I don't know, it was something like that. It is the 13th sign, so maybe that's the case. Let me just double check that. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it is between November and December, okay? Officious. You know what's funny is if they never removed officious, I would have been that specific sign. It still exists, no matter what they tell you. Because, again, energy, information is manipulated to fit a certain agenda, okay? It is not recognized in Western astrology, which has a fixed 12-sign system based on ancient traditions rather than current astronomical positions. The astrological zodiac is a symbolic 12-part system, and including officious would disrupt its established mathematical and symbolic balance. Officious is a genuine constellation, meaning it's a defined area of the sky that the sun appears to travel through during its annual journey. So, you know, obviously I'm getting you are an ancient being. So, for some of you, you were meant to be that sign. That's for some of you, okay? But the reason I looked this up was mainly because of the timing not being right. Like the yearly month that we go by is not right. You know, you can live on another side of the world, and the way you learn something is very different. So you see how it would have an effect on how you perceive life and experience it. All right, so anyway, false alarm. False alarm. It says exaggerated panic, unnecessary drama, overreaction to minor events, much ado about nothing. So somebody here with a lover, not a fighter, but don't push your luck. Somebody was trying to push their luck. They thought you were rising to the point of no return, and somehow they got comfortable thinking that nope, that's not what's happening. That's never gonna happen. Oh, but yet it is. What do they think, that this was gonna be overnight success? You've been in preparation. Okay? They sleeping. Somebody gonna get a reality check, because you don't boast about your winnings. You don't boast about the transformation. You're just doing what you're doing with the divine. But somebody here is like, nah, she hasn't risen to the top, or he hasn't risen to the top. It ain't happening. Okay. They can tell themselves that if that's what makes them feel comfortable. And clearly this is somebody that was testing your ass. Could be the person you ended things with, left behind, whoever that was for you. Okay? That, you know, you could have told a thing or two, or you wanted to, but you decided not to, because you're a lover, not a fighter. But they were panicking. But I feel like they're like, nah, this is the person that thinks you're coming back. Like, this was unexpected. You ending things and walking away. I feel like this person sent you a message. I don't know if you changed your number or whatever and they don't know, or you just didn't answer it. And they were like, what the fuck? They didn't expect that. Yeah, secret admirer. Hidden affection. Anonymous notes, unknown interest, and someone's watching. I feel like this is another person. So like I said, endings bring new beginnings. Something here is coming out unexpectedly. And it's that nice guy energy. As a matter of fact, let me take him out so we don't forget. Let's not forget about the nice guy. So somebody is crushing on you here. Emotional pain. Yeah. Gaslighted. If somebody tries to gaslight you, try to demean you, or try to portray like your perspective is insignificant, somebody here is going to protect you. Make you feel some type of way, somebody here is going to protect you. Okay? Reality distortion, emotional manipulation, questioning sanity, you're imagining things. Yeah, somebody make you feel like, oh, you're what you say ain't true, or you know, they don't believe in what you do because it ain't like that. It's like they don't just sit back and respect your perspective. They say that what you say isn't what it is at all. Like demeaning you, or making you feel like you don't know nothing, like you're unwise, or like whatever. Somebody here, I feel like this is also in the spirit though, protecting you from someone. Okay? It could be the same ass you left behind, male or female. Inner child with courthouse, healing childhood wounds, reconnecting with joy, playfulness, restored, return to innocence. I feel like this is definitely spiritual court here. Something shifted in your contractual agreement. Like, you know how we sign contracts before we come here? to experience certain things and have certain connections. Something changed here, because I feel like for some of you, there was somebody in your life that really did some damage. You were supposed to mirror something to this person, and they were supposed to heal as you did, but they stayed in the limited, self-limiting belief, in that energy of conforming with that entity attachment. So that entity attachment, that one of those nemesis of yours that embodied this person, really really attached to that person, where they weren't able to heal. See, you're a spiritual warrior. You became that. You don't have entity attachments. This person is not a spiritual warrior. They probably don't even believe in that stuff, but yet they sit there with an entity attachment that's trying to use them to go after you. And that's why I feel spiritual court was here, because you actually broke free and got in touch with your inner child and healed your inner child. Okay? So you have a new contract, and it has to do with this nice guy or nice woman. Take it how it resonates. And you could also be the nice guy going through this, or you're the nice woman going through this. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, brand new. Fresh beginning, reinventing yourself, new ventures, and watch me shine. What'd I say? They thought that was it? They're like, nah, they ain't never gonna shine. They ain't never gonna amount to nothing. Whatever, it's just all talk, no action. What's here? What had to happen? Spiritual court, change, transformation, ascension, mastering thyself, knowing where you come from, who you are, and mastering the art of manifestation through energy, vibration, and frequency, aligning your chakras, cleansing, purifying your energy, healing old traumas. That's not overnight. That takes some time. New beginning, thank you. That's your new contract. And many things abound in this new simulation. Okay? Yep. Whoever this person is, or whatever that situationship was, playback. Okay? Consequences returning. Karma cycle. What goes around comes around. Time to settle accounts. So they're going through some shit. Okay? They may be on the rebound. Deep fake. Situational single. Sleeping around. And it's them versus them. Not them versus you. So they need to look in the mirror. Okay? Yeah, they have hidden agendas still. And they have sneaky links. Yeah. They missed a wake-up call. They sure did. Yeah, they're full of broken promises. Exactly. So you had some sort of, I feel you had a soul contract with that person, whoever that was. But it was broken by the Most High. It was. Okay. Let's get some tarot here. And let me get a card for this nice guy. That's the guy that was intrigued. Yeah. Responsible and reliable. What a difference, right? What a difference shifting your energy brings into your life. Someone on your vibration. Beautiful. I like it. Yep, and this person is transcending. Transcending all the way into your reality. This is beautiful. Yeah, serenity, peace, and balance. Wow, new earth, a higher vibration. What did I say you were creating? New earth is a state of mind, a state of being, and your consciousness is what creates it. Your transcendence. This person is going through that, and that is beautiful. Wow. Okay. It's gonna be a long one. You can watch it in 2 parts if you need to. Alright, what's going on? Two more. It's gotta feel right, okay? I don't mess around. Ten of Cups. Coming into your Ten of Cups. Yep, this person don't want to see it. They're like, nope, she ain't rising. She ain't not, nope, nothing. False alarm. They're still at a Page of Wands. They're immature. Whoever that past person is. The High Priestess, secret admirer. So there may be something unexpected. This person may be unexpected coming into your life. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Naturally protective. If anyone, I still feel, if anyone that this person is talking to, collaborating with, commingling with, and in your presence disrespects you, you best believe this person gonna put them in their place. And we have karma. Yeah, you definitely cleared your karma with courthouse and inner child here. That's why you're coming into your own here in a beautiful way. You're a rising star. This person thinks you're not gonna be. 1, 12, 12. Yep. You're just at the tip of the iceberg, man. Okay, you're at the tip of the iceberg. King of Pentacles. This may be a King of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Wands. The High Priestess with the Queen of Wands. Wow. You had a glow up spiritually and physically. You're very intuitive, very connected to the spirit realm. You get downloads and you're confident about your own, some of you predict. You're confident about your downloads and what you predict. Okay? Very mysterious, alluring, charming energy. Quiet yet sassy, confident, courageous, resilient, beautiful. Male or female. And somebody is admiring that. Okay? Your beauty exudes spiritually. You don't have to be a top model. Okay? Six of Cups. Yeah, you're meeting a past life person here. Like I said, if anybody, and if anybody from your past happens to be around you happen to bump into while you're with this new person, they ain't playing. They ain't playing. It's like, oh, you show me who this person is. Who caused you emotional pain? Oh, I wish a motherfucker would. Okay, it's that kind of energy. I can't make it up. Three of Swords. You healed your inner child. You cleansed your karma. Inner child, Three of Swords with karma. And courthouse, otherworldly magnetism. That's spiritual court. Seven of Wands, yeah, you blocked this person, Mr. Fake flexing. This person might have thought they were a rising star, and that was false. They stayed at a page. They wanted to be looked at as a King of Pentacles, but no. They're experiencing blockages. They're going through karma. But whatever they did, yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Endings bring new beginnings. You're in a whole new timeline here. And something is destined to come towards you. Nine of Cups. Yeah, you are this person's wish fulfillment, this nice guy. So they're not playing about you. They're not. Okay? Yeah. You're on a whole new path now. After healing, cleansing your karma, and being in touch with your inner child. And that's the path you're manifesting. Consciously. Without self-limiting beliefs. Without lack mentality. You have surpassed those barriers. You have no blockages. This person from your past does. And you're on your way to your Ten of Cups. And somebody gonna feel some type of way about it because they're still holding on to you. They want to trap you somehow. They want to bring you drama. Okay? But you're gonna be with someone else. Yeah, you're blocking this person. They're still watching. You're the one that got away is what I'm getting here for this person. Because there's somebody else here. Five of Wands with the Ten of Cups that you're gonna be with. That's coming towards you. Okay? Yeah. That shit was over with whoever that was. The Death card, the King of Swords. With, yeah, Mr. Third parties. Okay? With the Three of Cups, Seven of Cups. Yeah, that's over. You already surpassed that. Five of Cups, they're in regret. Or you went through a lot there when you were in your shadow. And you worked on yourself. You gave to yourself. Something was being handled in a fair and just manner. Okay? And you're focused on you. Self-worth, self-love, grounded, your abundance, you know, your career. That's what you're focused on. They missed the opportunity with you. You already have the truth. You ascended. Alright. Give me more on this nice guy. They're coming in long term, one step at a time, slowly but surely. This is a new beginning. With the Ace of Wands, someone responsible and reliable. Transcending, all that. New Earth energy. Watching you. Page of Swords. They could have been watching you for a while there. Okay, maybe watching to see if there's anyone else in your life. Yeah, could be afraid of rejection. So this could be someone that fears rejection. Four of Cups with the Ace of Swords. They want to know, is this true love? That's what I'm getting here. Yeah, they're withdrawn. Remember, they're transcending. They're going through a transformation themselves. Off the beaten path. Alright, they know they may need to move quicker. Because before someone else comes in and they miss the opportunity. They could be a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. Pisces energy. You know, they're going through a process. So, which, you know, cannot be rushed. But that is what is manifesting here. So this is all about divine timing, going with the flow. Okay, this is King of Swords with the Emperor, with the Hangman, and the Hermit. This person is very, very smart. Okay, this is a proper Emperor coming to your life. Very wise. Yep. And this is someone looking for long term, hoping that there's nobody else in your life while they come court you. This is husband, wife. Okay? Absolutely. Tell me more about nice guy. What's going on over there? Sea of despair, feelings, helpless soul, drowned, selfish, gloom, clueless, fragile, sorrow. Yeah, they went through a lot. Okay, that's why they're transcending. It ain't easy. Exactly. Sacred blossom. They're blossoming. So I feel like this is somebody that is also otherworldly. I mean, God wouldn't want anyone else for you here that didn't meet your highest potential. Fired up with whatever happened there. What is this fired up? They went through something. Or that could be passion. But I'm not sensing that's passion. What is this? Especially with despair. Wow, that's a lot of cards. What is going on? Okay, I was looking at that card too. It says human life. Ascend to the highest vibration of human life. Harmonize your energy. Embrace your true being. Yes. We already saw transcendence. This could be rising of the phoenix. The fire is on. I mean, shit. Peace, serenity, and new earth. Okay. I mean, that's what's up. Let's get one more. Yeah. No turning back. We're burning bridges out this motherfucker. Kindle a spark. Yeah. So there's the flame is on. Transcendence, the fire. There's no putting this fire out right now. Somebody is, it's like turning into ashes, rising like the phoenix. Sowing seeds of hope, harvest what you plant. Committing to the process, blossoming and sustaining. Okay? Somebody knows they're a seed in growth, rooted, growing, watering, nurturing, healing. Definitely. Okay. Very good. So you got a stand-up person coming towards you. Let's get some of these for that person and then we're out, okay? Give me more on this nice guy. Responsible and reliable. Great news. I have something amazing to share with you. All right. What is this great news? There's something I'm holding back. That's this great news. This wanted to pop out. Sage advice. My wisdom is rooted in experience. I can offer a fresh perspective. This is an Emperor, the King of Swords, and the Hermit. This is definitely somebody very wise. A sage. Okay? So they're very intuitive as well. Remember, we had intuitive with the nice guy as well. And they're transcending? Hell yeah. So you're about to see yourself in someone else. So how you see this person is how they see you. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay. Let's just get one more there. And they got some bad news. Unfortunately, there's something difficult I need to share with you. Yeah, they're going through something. Okay, so they got some bad news. That's why they were fired up. They were deep in their feelings, whatever that is. But they know they're on a journey here. Adventure awaits. A physically or emotionally expanding experience is ahead. I'm gonna leave it right there, guys. Let me know in the comments if anybody resonates. Wow, this was extensive, but definitely guided. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I wish you the best in this situation. I mean, shit, pat yourself on the back. You've come a long, long way, and so has this person that you're meeting. This is definitely a blessing. You are a blessing to them, to each other. I feel like they have that otherworldly magnetism as well. This is a long lost soul that you have not maybe seen in many lifetimes. Okay? This is coming from the Most High. Because somebody here failed miserably. Okay? But you're about to show, you're about to be proof that everything that you've been through, surpassed, and had to be resilient through and overcome, was really to put you in this energy of bliss. And I feel like even though while you were going through it, you may have felt like that is not worth, that you shouldn't have gone through that. It was every bit worthwhile. It really strengthened you as a spirit, as a soul, as a person, and it brought you closer to God. And it's beautiful. All right. Thank you guys for watching Manifestation Monday. Claim this energy for yourself, because it's not an easy road, but wow, you're about to see the fruits of your labor. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Peace.